y'all. It's the most dangerous crew, NoAdvisory podcast.
You be wanting to lick your lips for
Shanquilla Robinson went down to Cabo, Mexico with her friends.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Tracy.
It's your boy Shaggy, and in the smoke is where I'm free.
It's Maniani.
And it's your boy Mookie, mature rockstar comedian in the world, not just the city.
But the world.
That shit was dry as fuck.
What? Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was pretty tame, but
Was it drier than Biggie Simmons' lips, or was it
Yeah,
wasn't that
hold on.
dry?
Them shit's dry.
Wasn't that dry?
no, was that even necessary?
His lips was dry.
We had to feel how dry it was in the room. When you see his lips, you could feel how dry they are on his mouth. You be wanting to lick your lips for him.
Oh, Lord.
Boy, you too goddamn rich for your lips to be walking around like that. Get your shit
Nigga
together.
need some prescription Carmex.
A little bit. Oh. All right, that's fucked up. Lord, don't let my kids come out with chapped lips. I'm be mad as fuck. Hey, would y'all work y'all kids there, boy? I know
Nah,
that's
I ain't gonna lie. I used to have that little black. I used to have that ring around my
'cause
lips.
you
when it
licked
was
your
you
cold.
was
lips.
dead or you was bad.
I was
You
one of them
licked your
kids.
lips.
You was bad as hell.
Well, ain't no way, boy.
Hey, well, I
No, nasty.
Yeah, you.
couldn't keep
No,
my tongue in
David,
my
no.
mouth.
That was
Right.
spooky ass.
Nah, I've had big lips my whole life. I knew to use chapstick as a child. Like,
Look at that little grown ass man with that mustache. Nigga ain't no mustache. That's the ring around. His
that's nasty. Oh my gosh. Ew. That's. Oh my gosh, seeing them rings make me very uncomfortable. That's
Yo,
so
I used to
nasty.
think them kids were dirty.
Oh no, I just knew immediately.
Cause like, why do you have that?
Because they lick their lips so much.
cold
And that's
outside.
Ain't
crazy
never,
to
never,
me.
you don't got no Vaseline. Mom used to slap
Right,
it in
I'm
Vaseline.
telling you, my dad
Slap
would
that shit
not
on your
let
face
me
before
leave
you
the
leave the
house with
house.
ashy lips. Like,
First of all,
I
that was
can't
dollar
do it.
store Vaseline, so you know that motherfucker was you get a couple.
It all worked the same. Add some lotion to it. That's how you
When
double
that-
up. You double
When
up
that up
in the
north
winter.
cold hit that motherfucking
see.
Vaseline, that Vaseline was like, need
and your
Vaseline.
lips wasn't dry enough from your own.
Vaseline, need some Vaseline.
Hurt. All right.
I hate y'all.
Hey, this remind me. This so totally off topic, but just talking about people with rings around their mouth. So it's this girl I know. We was in middle school, right? And I ain't gonna say her name because that's just too fucked up. But she lied one time, right? We was in 8th grade. We was all like 13, 14. She swore up and down, y'all, that she had got a tattoo for her birthday. Her mama let her get a tattoo. So we was like, let's see the tattoo. She was like, no, mama said I can't show nobody because she gonna get in trouble if somebody see it. So I'm like, okay. So me and all my friends, maybe we was kind of the mean girls. Anyway, that's besides the point. We was like, let us see the tattoo. Let us see the tattoo. So we was like, so what's your aftercare for a tattoo, right? This girl was like, oh, my tattoo artist just said put Carmex on it every hour. We was like, yeah, you're lying. You definitely don't have no fucking tattoo. Who the fuck is putting Carmex on their fucking tattoo?
Carmex.
She can afford them motherfucking this porn on no, what's the shit that you supposed to put on that bitch?
I don't got no tattoos.
A&D or me, yeah. It's the same color.
No, hell no. Who the fuck? If you out there putting Carmex on your lips,
No,
on your tattoo. Really, Carmex is really bad for your lips too, but we ain't gonna get into that. We're not even gonna get into that. You shouldn't even be using Carmex for real, real. That shit don't add no moisture. That shit don't add no benefit to your lips. Stop using that
What's
shit.
one thing that y'all use as an alternative to something else? Like, I know y'all probably use soap for hand shampoo before. If not, I have. But, like, what's something that you use as an alternative before that y'all ain't proud about? Like, ain't nobody ever used, like, Carmex for, like, Vaseline?
I mean,
You using that shit with crack in your hand.
yeah, like right here. I ain't gonna lie. Well, my knuckles, sometimes I just squirt a little line out. I'm not gonna lie. I did it in college. I still do it. But that's besides the point. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop into celebrity birthdays. Anyway, girl, if you watching this, stop lying. I hope you stop lying, because that was just the worst lie you ever told. And we was only 14, so you was starting young. And I hope you stop licking your lips. You was pretty though. Okay.
Free all the black people from Carmex, please.
Yes.
Like,
we need to do a whole
the
segment
original
on that.
purpose of Carmex was literally to dry out cold sores, y'all. Yeah. Fun fact. It's not just because your lips are shiny does not mean they're moisturized.
But they ain't dry though.
Yeah, they are.
Have you ever realized, like, in the winter you put Carmex on, you step outside, your lips be right back dry?
Yeah. It's menthol in there. It's not. It's.
Okay.
Listen, I ain't trying to walk outside looking like your lips. I ain't about to be out here looking like.
What's wrong with mine?
They moisturize.
They moisturize as hell, but that's too much for man lips.
It's not.
They're like you been eating chicken. Just real greasy.
I'm gonna stick to the leg. I'm gonna stick to my old ways.
Anyway.
I'm glad you got a beard now. We can't see the ring. Okay, moving on to celebrity birthdays. We got Bobo. Y'all know who that is?
Hell yeah.
He played for the Magic, Orlando Magic. The
Is that his
Sudanese
name?
basketball player, yeah.
His daddy name is Manukbo.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, it is. His daddy was in the NBA.
He turned 23 today.
He like 6. They like 7. They like 7'12".
Yeah, they tall as
8
hell.
feet tall.
He from Sudan. His skin is so beautiful. Look him up, Bobo.
How do you spell it?
B-O-L.
I wouldn't say all that now.
His skin. I ain't say he. I said his skin.
That nigga look
The
like a
pigment in his
motherfucker.
skin. He's Sudanese.
Pterodactyl without wings.
Don't be colorist.
No, I ain't colorless.
He does have beautiful skin.
I didn't say
But that
he
ain't
was
Bobo.
beautiful. That is
That
Bobo.
is him.
Oh, that is Bobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Moving on. Lisa Bonet fine ass turned 55 today.
Hey.
If you don't know who that is, that was Denise in the Cosby Show.
Mm-hmm.
How old is she turn?
55.
Sugar mama.
Damn. She got kids.
Yeah. Zoe Kravitz.
She had a whole child with Lenny Kravitz. Where have you been?
Gosh.
I have a crush on her when I was growing up. You feel me?
On Denise from the Cosby? Have you ever seen the Cosby? Have you ever seen Denise?
I was looking at Rudy and shit at that time.
You a pedophile.
I was fucking 5 years old. We were saying that.
Never mind. I'm thinking like,
Yeah.
never mind. Forget I said that.
Yeah.
Still
But her
lucky.
daughter, Zoe Kravitz, like, is a whole, like, she's like 30.
I wanted to be Bud. Fuck y'all talking about. I wanted to be Bud.
Whatever, bud. That's your new nickname.
Oh, you know, he was in
Bud
Sister
so
Sister.
bad.
He was.
Yeah.
I used to have
All
a crush
grown
on
up.
him. Jordan.
If I tell y'all who I had a crush on, y'all gonna laugh at me.
No, do it. I want to know.
Roger.
No, he was really cute.
I don't know why.
No,
it was
I
just
loved
them little,
him.
it was just when he got them braids.
No, he
See,
was
you
real
don't want
cute,
to-
especially immature.
You wouldn't want him to go home. You would come over,
I was
Roger.
like, come here, Roger. I'd be like Miss Parker. And he my Ogilvy.
Crazy part, he didn't want you. He wanted them twins. He had it going. He knew what he was doing, man.
He wanted the 2-for-1
He
special.
wanted that.
Well, I get one, I get you and you. Okay, we're going to go ahead to celebrity hot topics because the tea is piping. Blueface. Blueface, y'all, done got arrested in Las Vegas yesterday in the undercover sting operation. He was arrested for attempted murder stemming from an October 8th incident where the victim of the incident tweeted, "I just got jumped and shot at by Blueface." On top of that, there is a video of Blueface shooting at a car, leaving the club. But the only thing about it is the guy that tweeted this, the victim, is the same guy that Blueface and his gang got into a fight with inside the club that they were at prior to all of this, right? So they got into this fight or whatever. The dude left and hopped in his car. You see Blueface and his gang walking out the club. Like, the dude come up like he trying to run Blueface over. Blueface turn around, pop, 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 start shooting in the car. So you could kind of say self-defense.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That's what lawyers are for. You know, they can handle that.
But yeah, he did get released on bail. His boo, Krishan, I wish she stand up. I'm tired of her being weak in the goddamn knees. I want her to stand up. Her and Whack 100 with his whack ass, they went to go pick him up. That shit sad.
I'm laughing at what you said about Whack 100.
He
I
whack.
wonder if she put her tooth in it to look.
Hell no. She went to that motherfucking courthouse
As is, I'm sure.
when he had to go see the judge, tooth missing.
Looking like a white person.
Fathers
That's all.
love your daughters.
Only white people.
Mothers
get away
love
with
your
missing
daughters.
tooth.
Like a Waffle House
I had a
employee.
program manager that a missing tooth one time. I'm like, only a white person can get this job with a front tooth missing. Let that nigga come in that bitch with a front tooth missing. That nigga ain't getting no hell no. This is not the job for you.
Damn.
Think about it. Think about it.
Okay. Think about it. Donald Trump. Donald motherfucking Trump. Donnie. Our man Donnie. He ain't my man. He a nut, but
Shout outs to Donnie.
he announced he is running again
Hey, now he announced.
for president. We're gonna get to it. But didn't they say when he got out that he couldn't run no more? Didn't they say he couldn't run the next
He said,
election,
I'm going to walk
correct?
for president. Nigga, Donald Trump going to make a way. He said, I'm going to walk for president. I ain't going to run. That nigga is going to make a way. He going to change some rules, nigga, to make sure he get his name on that ticket.
The sad part is, y'all dumbass gonna vote him back in office. He also said during his announcement for a 2024 presidency bid that he wants to give drug dealers the death penalty if you are convicted.
That's what this was.
Oh, no, he ain't getting voted for.
Yeah, he said he want to
The
get
death penalty.
He said drug dealers. Well, I don't think they're gonna consider weed a drug. By that time, I think weed gonna be federal our way in all 50 states. But what he is saying is, well, fentanyl, dog crack,
Opium.
yeah, it's gonna be.
That's good. And, you know what I'm saying?
So I seen a drug dealer, a known drug dealer, not gonna say anything more than that, post about it. And he was like, I'm voting for that. He was like, because honestly, a lot of y'all little niggas need to go. He was like, if y'all was smart, y'all know how to move without getting caught. But y'all don't be smart about the shit. That's why y'all get
hot
caught.
potato.
That's a risky game to play. Speaking of risky, Instagram, y'all. They got it. They gave us a new feature. Have y'all peeped it?
Oh, wait, we done with Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm interested in seeing how the GOP is going to handle that, especially since he's been kind of low-key beefing with the governor of Florida, Rick DeSantis, who low-key is trying to put his bid in for the Republican nominee.
Ooh.
So,
Damn.
He
Shout
beat
out
the
to
whole
Arizona.
party when he lost.
oh, and Nevada, because I thought Nevada was going to go red, but it did not. It held out blue.
Shout
So,
out to y'all.
Yeah. Yes.
Instagram, y'all. Instagram. Remember MySpace? Y'all had MySpace pages. Remember MySpace? You click on somebody's profile, play the little song. Okay, well, Instagram just announced a feature similar to that. So from now, once you update your app, you can see it. When you go to post a photo on your story, or not on your story, on your feed, you now have the option to add a song.
Oh.
So it's MySpace. This is better. Fucking let's add top friends in this motherfucker. Then let's put some people in our top 5 again.
No, that's gonna cause some real beef. You know, that little top friends nonsense. It's gonna cause some relationship issues or friendship issues unintentionally. You know, of like, oh, you like so and so better because I'm at number 4 and she's number 2 or whatever.
We ain't doing it in MySpace.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did.
I know.
Oh, I ain't
Yeah,
know
I was
top
like, yeah,
friends.
they
Yeah, they
did.
did.
But
They
see,
did.
I was smart. I used to do top 30. Fuck that.
See, that's
You
why
know,
they
my
extended
top 30,
it.
you
Because I think
good,
MySpace
like-
initially was like top 5,
It
and then
was,
people were beefing for real. Like, oh, you made. So then they made it like top 16 or something.
Make it,
and
you
then,
was able to choose whatever you wanted.
and people still weren't satisfied because again, I'm number 14, but I've been your best friend for how many years, and she number 12. Like it'll just
That's no kid beef, man. If you doing that,
adults are look at these 50 and up year old people still acting a plum fool
Get some
on the
50-year-old
internet.
kids out
So that means nothing. As we see, virtual media has like no age to cut up. Cloud is all ages.
Ooh, that's a perfect segue for our next topic. Speaking of clout, 2 Arizona teachers have been fired. They are husband and wife after filming OnlyFans content in their classroom.
Yes, I did hear
Not all
about
heroes
that.
wear capes.
No children were there though.
No
Let's
children,
make that very
yes.
clear. It was
No
after
children
school.
were present during the time.
Yeah.
Yes, it was after school hours. No kids were there. Literally, it was just straight faculty. It was her and her husband. It was consensual.
Who found it? Who found
Hold on, so let me tell you. So she said at first that she did everything she could to protect herself and her school from it. So she chose an anonymous name. She blocked the entire state of Arizona so nobody from Arizona could see it. She took extra steps to actually ensure that this would never get out because her whole thing was, Arizona school system is not paying me and my husband enough to even to pay bills on time.
True. They're
So
ranked
this was a
number
way
50th
for
in that.
us to
what your
supplement
husband
our
for.
income.
That's what your
They both
husband
teachers.
for.
He was a teacher too.
Yeah, they're both teachers.
both
Both
teachers.
teachers.
Downsize.
Arizona's low key expensive too. But
Yeah, it's the 50th state in regards to teacher pay.
So I'm talking shit
They
though.
pay the least.
yeah, and
Did they have kids?
no,
No.
they were both
But
8th
life
grade
expensive.
teachers. Yeah,
They're good.
that's kind of
And
freaky though. I ain't
they
gonna
That's
lie.
freaky though. That's freaky.
know-
They
though.
ain't do nothing wrong.
So
They
yeah,
ain't do nothing
so
wrong
what
at all.
happened
Unless
was
they got to sanitize after they shit, though.
one of the parents of the faculty actually alerted like the superintendent of the school that the teacher, like their child's teacher, was on OnlyFans. Now, how this person came about the video, I'm curious to know. Bitch, you was on OnlyFans looking shit up. Like, how did you find out? The entire state of Arizona was blocked. So if I remember correctly, and I could be mistaken, but I think somebody sent it to the parent who sent it to the superintendent. Like, hey, isn't this your child's teacher? Blah, blah, blah. And that's when they started the whole investigation. At first, she was suspended with pay. And then ultimately they ended up,
resigned.
yeah.
Yeah, you know,
That's
I think
bullshit.
this brings up like a good like point because this is something that even I like worry about too with my like daily profession.
You do OnlyFans?
Is that no? I
Oh.
said my daily profession. Even though there's nothing wrong with OnlyFans, let me not put that stigma
I
out
was
there.
just trying to figure out how much
But-
it costs.
It's like, where do you? Even though what made it wrong is that they actually did it at their place of work, technically, but I feel like there's like this line that people that are in like quote professional jobs that want to do outside work, things that might be considered taboo or not of what they do, like I don't know, bartending at like a strip club, being a stripper, being a sex worker, or even podcasting and things like that without worrying about if that'll like conflict with each other, because it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Like had they not done this at the school, I think they probably still would have been in some sort of trouble.
Facts.
Just because of what they were doing, even though it's consensual, even though it's not affecting them being it's not affecting their ability to teach. This is what they do on the side because they're adults and they can do that. So it just sometimes sucks, like, when people are in these professions, like what I have, and you just have to be like, you feel like you have to walk a line that you really shouldn't have to.
You can't be a
Because-
human at the end of the
Exactly.
day.
You can't be a human. They look at you as that one thing, like you're a teacher 24/7, 365. And no, she's a woman that
Yeah.
Has
also
needs.
wants to do this.
On
Like
camera.
people are multifaceted. And it just sucks that we still put people in boxes and binaries and not let them just actually be, and then we like condemn them in a sense. Because it's like, oh my God, why is the teacher doing OnlyFans? You're a teacher. Do you not want your students to look? Why is my student looking at porn in the first place? That should be the first question.
It was a
That
parent
should
that was
be
trying
the
to holler
first
at the
question.
teacher, and she turned his ass
Like
down.
if you're
and
doing what
reported
you
that shit.
like, if you're doing what you need to do as a parent, there should be no. I'm an OnlyFans, meaning somebody has to subscribe to put it on the credit card. So how is your child even seeing me?
Right.
Is the better question. Or looking at my stuff. What I do is for adults. If they're going out of their way to seek that,
That's on them.
is, but not
parent
even
got
just with
oppressed.
children, but just like anybody, you know, it just makes you feel like you just can't, like Shaggy said, just be a person that they just look at you as, oh, you're a doctor, so you can only be a doctor. You need to be like on your downtime, I don't know, in a library or something, or at home watching Grey's Anatomy. You know,
I know doctors that be lit.
like you can't be this person that has another thing about you that you want to tap into that might be risque or taboo or not of even what you do, that's or moonlighting as something else. Like people just can't be in
No. Listen, I don't
but
think
again,
that,
the thing that makes it wrong is that they actually did. That's where it's like
yeah.
now.
If it was the
But-
summertime and they was on the beach,
yeah, because
this
like,
wouldn't have
come
been a
on.
problem.
Right.
If
It
it was-
still might have.
It's
though. That's
just
the
the
thing.
classroom.
It's
that's
the classroom.
Yeah.
because it puts the school and the district at risk.
Exactly. That's a huge lie. Yeah, I get that.
That's it. Like it's not.
That's a
it's not
liability
because they
for
did it.
sure.
It's the fact that
That's
they
a
did
li-
it in
yeah.
the school and then
Absolutely.
put it out for people to watch.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, Arizona middle school. Oh yeah, they with all this freaky shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's,
teachers get down.
That's what does it. But
There wouldn't have been no way for her to find out she was a teacher if it wasn't for her being in the classroom.
yeah.
She changed her name. She blocked the whole Arizona.
She did take the.
I feel like it was a parent that was trying to holler at the teacher, and goddamn, she wasn't trying to go for it. The mom found out about the shit. She started pressing his ass. So what you doing on OnlyFans? Oh, that's the child teacher. They reported her ass.
What they got to do with her?
I don't know. That's
Right.
right.
I was like,
We gonna
that
move
sound
on that one because you got to go all the way left field.
They built the narrative.
This the last topic.
Right,
This the last topic. We're going to go through it real quick because it's a lot that can be said about this, but we have to say something about it. It's somebody that has known Shanquella since she was in middle school. Literally used to hang out with her. She was best friends with my ex-boyfriend. She was literally the person who called and told me that my ex-boyfriend was dead when I was on the way to the hospital. So this story hits very different for me. And yeah, it's about Shanquella Robinson. I'm sure if you're watching this or you will watch this, you are familiar with the name. For those of you who don't know, Shanquella Robinson went down to Cabo, Mexico with her friends. It was 7 of them total. 6 of them returned. Shanquella didn't. She died. Initially, the friends told the family and everybody that she died from alcohol poisoning. However, a few days later, November 4th, they released her autopsy, and they said that her cause of death was severe spinal cord injury and atlas laceration. The autopsy also said that she died 15 minutes from the time that the injury occurred. So she suffered. Sorry, y'all. She suffered. And that's just pure fucking evil. Like, how do you kill somebody that literally never wanted to hurt anybody? She would literally give you the shirt off her back. Like, y'all are evil and y'all are literally going to rot in hell. And that shit is so fucked up. And justice will be served. Just know, like, her story is getting out there. Y'all thought she was a legend when she was alive. That girl is a fucking legend even in her death. Y'all think y'all did something by killing her. Y'all only made her bigger. Everything y'all tried to stop is literally everything that she is becoming, even in death. Like, yeah, that's all I want to say. Justice for Shanquella. Justice will be served. All y'all need to ride in hell. That's all I gotta say.
Terrible. I ain't even friends. I'm just like, choose y'all circle wisely, man. I'm sorry she had to deal with that. Damn. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I think you covered.
Yeah, I mean, because it's just so much to unpack in that story. That would be a whole episode in itself, which we don't have time for.
Yeah.
So that's basically the condensed version of it. There's multiple stories going around. There is a video that was released. The family has seen the video. The police have seen the video. So just know justice will be served, y'all. Like, she has an army of people that care about her. Literally a city full of people that are ready to go to war. Like, they pulled up at one of the guys' house yesterday, trying to get him to come outside. Would not come outside. Like, they said another one of the girls flee. She left. She went to Connecticut. So y'all scared because y'all know that y'all about to go down. Like, yeah.
No, you're right.
Speechless, right?
Truly,
sad,
because
like,
there's nothing that anybody really could say to, capture the gravity of how wrong this is, and honestly, just comforts to her mother to have to not only hear but see, what happened to her child. It's unthinkable. It unimaginable. It's not right. It's not fair. And it's just comforts truly to everybody that is deeply impacted. Because that's it.
we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to something lighter. Shaggy, what you got? You don't got shit.
Speaking of a lighter,
Shaggy don't got shit.
Right.
Make some shit up real quick.
Hey, R. Kelly's coming home.
Oh, Lord.
Allegedly.
Is that
Hey,
real?
but listen. Hey, make sure y'all smoke every day.
What?
He
what
has
I
nothing
got.
to add. Oh
That's
my
what
God.
I
He
got
has
today.
nothing to
You
add.
know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all take y'all vitamins and smoke a joint a day. You feel me? It keeps you a smile on your face. What you got for us, Lonnie?
Well, did y'all hear that there was a missile that landed in Poland, which is a NATO country, as is
War.
the United? I'm not saying that. As is America. Now, and it killed 2 civilians, unfortunately. May they rest in peace.
Farmers.
2 civilians. So, it is, they believe it's a Russian-made missile, but they are unsure if it came from Russia, though. That's the thing. So, even though it was made in Russia, doesn't mean Russia sent it over. They're trying to figure out who sent the missile, if it was a Ukrainian, like if, they shot it or whoever. They don't know, but Poland is now ramping up their military just in case. And again, NATO is a treaty, a 30-country treaty. And within that treaty, and this is in layman's terms, extreme layman's terms, but if one country step, we all step, essentially. So
Jumping.
yes, that's it. Yes. So again, they don't know
We just the
who
biggest
shot
part
it
of
yet or
NATO.
anything like that. No, it's 30 countries. So 30 countries are equally a part of it.
We're the
we're the
biggest-
biggest,
we're
we're
the
the largest
biggest.
military in the world. I don't know how to feel about that, given
We're the biggest part of-
imperialism
we're the
and
biggest
things
part
like
of that
that.
shit.
But
We played a big role in NATO. We are
yes, and that's why I was like, I don't know how to feel about that really, about, the American presence across the globe, but that's another topic. But yes, I just thought that was interesting, something to be maybe aware of.
They
Not
said that's a
afraid of.
Ukrainian missile, but Ukrainian doubt. They say Ukrainian. It is a Ukrainian missile, but Ukraine is saying we ain't shoot it.
No
up.
one knows. They're figuring that out.
But it killed 2 farmers though.
Yeah, kill 2 people in Poland, for sure, like that. And we're still waiting for the runoff, which is going to happen in December from, Raphael Warnock and Herschel.
Did you see him at that rally doing the dance?
I'm just so
He's such a coon.
he is such a puppet, such a puppet. Oh my God, that's the best word to describe him. Like, I don't even think he knows what he's talking about sometimes. No, most of the time. I would be
Just read off of paper.
so embarrassed if that was my dad. And I think they are. Even
They
I
hate
was
that
like,
shit.
even
They call him out like, how dare you try to run and you wasn't even a good fucking father.
right.
Like,
And I was like, even the son that people didn't even really like that, Christian, because of what he did with Kalani and his just weird stance, his weird GOP stance.
Yeah.
Even he is like, I never wanted my dad to run. Oh, embarrassing. But we need that because right now the Senate is still slightly a Democratic one because of the vice president. She would be the veto vote that would make it swing in the
Shawty swing
favor.
my way.
yeah, she'll be that vote. So it's a razor thin majority. So we really have to pay attention to this runoff. And that's why there's
I think Herschel Walker said, "Compare my resume to Obama." He said, "Boy,
yes,
he got a Nobel Peace Prize, boy.
like, what do you have,
You
Herschel?
was a good football player."
What do you have, Herschel?
I think, what is he, a Heisman winner? He has that.
That's not no Nobel.
I mean, no, but that,
Ain't no.
to some people, that's, pretty prestigious. That's like one of the
He
highest.
went to Harvard Law School.
Who? Oh, I thought you said Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker went to
Hell no.
Herschel Walker went to SEC Big Ten.
I was like, who did? And he lied about his
He got high.
his GPA at UGA. Go Dogs. But I was so weak. I'm like, oh,
SEC.
he is so embarrassing. Like, that's the best way to describe him. I mean, he's a detriment, but goodness. Besides that, he's...
Georgia, please don't elect him, for real. Like,
I
all
mean,
jokes
the fact
aside.
that y'all even let it get to a runoff is ridiculous. So I'm sorry.
She mad, y'all.
Like,
She really don't
when
fuck with
will-
Herschel.
When will we learn He doesn't know what he is talking about. How many times have we seen that?
We had a whole president.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Even when he's presented with, like, you did this. No, it's a lie.
It was somebody else.
You signed this. No.
That's not my signature.
This came from your
got CT.
house address. Like,
Listen,
Maybe my wife sent it.
He
is
got
the envelope.
CT.
This is
Listen.
the envelope with your home address.
CTE shuffle. That's what that
He
car
got
that shit
CT.
too.
The helmets was like this. This was that nigga helmet back in the day. That nigga was playing with the leather helmets out.
Well,
Bad
if he
nigga
does
got
have CTE, that's sad. I don't want to laugh at that, but oh my God.
It ain't you can't diagnose it till you die.
I know, so that's why I'm like, I don't want to laugh at that, because that's one of those things that it's not really that funny if he did have it, but he just needs to sit down somewhere.
But he
like,
sound like he got it.
it does. I mean,
You ain't got to be politically correct all the time.
No, I know, but he
We sound like Antonio Brown or not.
And that's what I was about to ask. I got a question. And it's probably just me because I'm kind of high. Y'all think Kanye West got CTE?
From what?
The car accident.
Nah, I don't think that's enough.
Probably.
That was traumatic.
It was a traumatic accident.
He hit his head. His
He
mouth
had to
was
have
fucked
surgery.
up.
His jaw was in the back of his mouth. Goddamn.
I think it's just you gotta have them repetitive blows. Like
Yeah, I think that's what makes it CTE, is the repetitiveness, not the
Mm-hmm.
one time. Now, granted, you can it's called
The fuck is
TBI.
that?
If you there's a thing called
Yeah.
traumatic brain injury,
yeah, because
meaning something that can happen one time, traumatic,
Mm-hmm. Usually from car
and can
accidents
mess
or
up your
something.
brain. So there's that, but it wouldn't be CTE.
and football players
be
have
TBI,
concussions
if
on a
anything.
daily.
Yeah, it'd be TBI.
They just be
if
super
anything.
mild concussions though.
Which
like,
I'm inclined to believe if he does have that, but we'll leave that for like the
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
neurologist.
people usually say, like, or the doctors say CT can only come from sports. But how do we know that if we never tested anybody else for CT? If we never tested another population of people?
I think boxers.
Right.
Yeah, boxers for sure. Yeah, I think anything where you are subjecting yourself to repeated beatings.
Head blows.
And I think
Okay,
they
so
just
what if
probably
I
use
get
sports
into,
because
let me not
sports,
say me.
there's a lot of...
What if somebody gets into a car accident and then car spins several times and they hit in their head every single time? Is that not repetitive?
No, yeah, that's repetitive, but that's repetitive in one event.
Okay, I see what you're
So
saying.
that's the
Repetitiveness
difference
over
in one
time.
event. Yeah, repetitiveness over time. So like a football career is several events.
And they're not healing.
That's several games. That's what makes it different over several years. Yeah. So one car accident, which
Play
would
after
qualify
play
as
after
one event.
play after play after
Yeah.
play.
You hear them helmets.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, yeah. But don't elect Herschel Walker for real. That's the moral of that story.
Yeah. At the bottom line, like,
And when he played, they ran the ball 50 times a game.
Yeah,
they
them-
threw the ball 6. So he was getting the ball a lot.
Damn.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of big blows. Pause.
How am I supposed to know you're not a homo, granddad?
I paused. I said pause.
no, you
Yeah,
did.
say
I
no
mean,
homo,
even though
granddad.
we know what you're talking about, but
Okay, well, Mookie, what's the word of the day?
It's time for the word of the day. Yay, it's time for the word of the day. Yay, I see money trying to stay. I see money trying to peak. It's time for the word of the day.
I'm not good at this. I have no rhythm. Like, 'cause I don't
No, she was trying to look at my phone. Like,
What? No, I thought you seen me
Man,
struggle
she tryna-
doing this because I was.
but I'm talking shit. All right, y'all. Word of the day. I'm going to give y'all a definition. Make sure bro don't got no. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all the definition. Y'all see if y'all can guess the word. I doubt y'all do. Y'all never do. Y'all definitely guessing this one, though. But it means swollen, excessively embellished in style or language.
Say it again.
Swollen, excessively embellished in style or language. It's an adjective. So it can be to be swollen, or it can be excessively embellished in style or language. Yeah, add this to y'all dictionary.
So it's like a form of flashy.
Add this to your repertoire. You don't
No,
know
you
this.
can ask follow up.
No. I'm asking because I feel like I might not, but I have to know. Is it like a synonym of flashy?
Yeah.
Excessively embellished in style or language.
Nigga, look at the synonyms on there. I know it's saying.
Ain't no synonyms.
You need a new app.
Lie.
Ain't listen.
Even in the spelling bee, in the script spelling bee, they're
They-
allowed to
yeah.
ask questions of the word before they spell it.
All right, so I guess flashy could be a it ain't in there, but I guess you can say that based off the definition.
Exuberant.
That was a nice
Okay.
word, though.
That was my guess. I don't know.
Tap out.
Is it one of them short words?
Tap out. It's two syllables.
Gaudy.
Tap out.
Obstruct.
Nope.
I don't know why I thought of lipedema, but that's a medical term.
It's an adjective?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like I know it, so go ahead and say it.
Adjective.
I know. Well,
Go ahead and say it.
What you
Y'all
think,
give up?
Roy?
Y'all tap out. Just do this. All right. It's turgid.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I ain't had that.
Turgid?
Yeah, Turgid.
I need some turgid. Go to the store and give me some turgid.
Yeah, that's how my grandma. That's how my. That's how my grandma. My grandma like, damn boy, you gonna use enough of that goddamn turgid, ain't you? You gonna have bubbles coming out my motherfucking. My dishwasher. Or you can say,
Never mind.
or washing machine.
Maybe I was too funny. Y'all ever use dish detergent as laundry detergent?
yes.
Pour a lot of dish detergent, there you good.
Nah, hell no, that bitch bubbled
No,
the
it
fuck
bubbled up. It was not good.
Well, but it didn't, like,
Because I did it
flow
for
out.
the dishwasher too. And
Oh, yeah, you couldn't do it in the dishwasher.
oh my gosh.
I learned my
didn't-
lesson.
Right? I did not realize.
I about flooded my kitchen one day.
Yes.
That bitch bubbled the fuck
Oh,
up.
my aunt was so upset.
You only know when you do it.
that no more.
Walk around the street smelling like motherfucking Dawn.
You don't realize how concentrated that soap is. Because you don't even really use a lot for that to happen.
Shit, that shit's strong enough to clean the oil out the ducts.
You
My
know,
thing is, that's safe for us.
you know, I've heard, like, as a natural hair girl, that, like, if you were to experience, like, heat damage, that if you, like, dilute a little bit of Dawn and wash with it, it's supposed to, like, help with, like, curl revitalization. That's what I heard. I've never tried it.
I feel like you
Because
tried it.
no, I don't
Y'all
have
be
heat
trying
damage.
everything.
Thank
Y'all be
God.
trying everything on TikTok. Y'all just don't be too embarrassed to say.
No, not I. I don't have. I try my darndest not to get heat damage because I'm old school with it. I'll just cut it out, but it'll grow back. But I was curious, to see the many effects of that Dawn has because Black folks know how to unlock and tap into many hidden uses of everyday household items. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does work because again, no one does. You know how many things we do with like pine sol. So I'm
Fabuloso too.
just, it's amazing.
Y'all crazy as hell.
What? No,
Put that shit in y'all here.
Dawn, not pine sol.
Not pine sol, nigga.
Nah.
Y'all probably did that before. I probably did. I put Dawn in my bathtub before. I didn't be. I
Yo,
was
it
a
makes
shit-
some good ass bubble bath.
I was a dish before.
It do. You just
I was a dish before.
swirl around. You be having hella bubbles.
Yeah.
Bathtub be slippery than a motherfucker,
Oh my
dog.
god, bubble galore.
You stand up in that bathtub, your ass bound to slip and fall on that motherfucker. Bathtub be slippery than a mother. There be hella bubbles though.
I'm weak.
I'm done with y'all.
What is those chips? The whole shebang. What are these brands, Sydney? You always
Prison chips, man. Just try them.
I'm like, you always come in here with a new like.
I should shop. Where do you find the
Right,
commissary? at?
exactly. That's what I'm
Listen,
like.
the whole shebang. You can find them.
You
at
really
your
gotta
local
get the
hood
extreme,
store.
the extremes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
I'm about to make a store called the commissary. I know I'm gonna get all the hood niggas in that bitch.
Make it drive through. You'll really be busting.
Called the commissary.
The whole.
I want
shebang.
5%.
No, I just said what I'ma do. You try to make it a drive through. I want 5%. Nope, now I'm gonna do it. Now I'm gonna make a store with a drive through and give you no percent.
Okay, that's fucked up.
Right.
I got something for you. It's cool.
Fuck with you. Fuck out that.
Elmer Fudd look alike. We got a very special guest in the building, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and bring him to the stage. Can we get some table claps for Rose?
I don't know why I feel compelled to say this, but you have Lil Romeo eyes to me. Like, remember what Lil Romeo eyes used to look like on that Romeo show?
Radio check.
Y'all want to know a story about me and Lil Romeo?
Yes.
This is so embarrassing. When I was like 9 years old, right? Lil Romeo came to Charlotte. Actually, I might have been like 8 because this was when the Hornets was the Hornets. The original Hornets. In the old Coliseum on Tavola. If you know, you know. Romeo came to Charlotte and he was performing for the halftime show. And y'all, in my mind, I was the Romeo wife. We had 13 kids and we was living large. Yeah, we was doing the do. I was bad. Y'all, I didn't even make it to his performance because the 2 minute warning before they go into halftime to announce like Lil Romeo was about to come on stage, they announced like in 2 minutes, like, don't leave, Little Romeo's gonna come out. I fangirled so fucking hard, I passed out.
Oh, no.
Missed the whole fucking performance.
Sydney.
Never talked about Lil Romeo a day in my life after that.
Oh, my gosh.
He scarred me.
That's a
He broke
thing?
my heart.
Because you passed out?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I wish my best friend was here
She
because
screamed out of air.
Oh, no.
Listen, that's what I was just about to say. I wish my best friend was here so she could tell you I was literally over there freaking out. I was like, Romeo, oh my God. Shit. It was actually real fucking embarrassing. I actually did that again like 3 years later over this boy in our church. But that's a whole nother story for a whole
Passed out
different
again?
day.
Oh, my God.
I used to have a real bad thing for boys.
You know, that's so funny because I ask my sister all the time, shout out to Toddy,
Shout out to
like,
your sister.
who would she absolutely like pass out for? Like,
Your dad
and she
was
said it
mad
would
as
be
hell.
like
It's my daughter
Kelly
passing
Price
out.
and things, or Mary J. Blige, but to hear that it was Little Romeo for you was like,
It was bad for me too.
and nobody woke you up, like, or tried to wake you up.
They were trying to see the
Let me
Romeo.
tell
She
you.
was on the
Let me
ground.
tell you. When I finally got up, y'all, it was 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh, no.
So I guess that was.
You were asleep.
Was she sleeping good?
They didn't even bother.
Then when I was like, damn, I missed Romeo, I cried again because I missed him. Yeah. Yeah, I fangirl so hard, and I think to this day I will never lie. I don't think I'll ever fangirl again. Like I think that scarred me with celebrities for life.
And then you might
I mean,
send her
I'll
a
fuck
message,
your life
Romeo.
up now, Romeo. Come holler at a real one.
Send her a message.
I ain't gonna cry no more.
She passed out trying to see you. Make this a full circle moment.
Send me some tickets or something.
Make it a
God,
full circle moment. Make it right.
I'm talking about. I had the jersey dress on. Had the
She was a Romeo
white
girl.
girl. What slouch socks?
what was
I
they called?
Five. Ponytail to the side. You couldn't tell me shit.
Yes, she was your Juliet. Make this right.
Yeah. Anyway, we got Rome in the building. I'm sorry, Rose in the building. You know, fuck me. I'm talking about the Romeo eyes. So, how you feeling today?
I'm doing great, man. It's a pleasure to be here with y'all, man. Like, y'all talking about some real shit, man. Like, real talk.
Yes. We try to educate the people, but also have fun with it, make it relatable to our younger generation, because, you know, we still young. So, listen, here at No Advisory, we have a very special way that we bring artists in, okay? So, we just going to ask you 3 simple questions. You ready?
Let's go.
Don't look scared.
Let's go.
Who you are, where you from, and what the fuck you do.
All right, I go by Rose. I'm from Mississippi. Reason I'm in North Carolina, grad school brought me out here. I went to North Carolina A&T, ever since I just been out here. And as far as what the fuck I do, I'm gonna kind of piggyback on what you said earlier in the show. I don't want to put together what I do, outside of music, with this, because who knows, somebody that know where I work at probably like, oh, well, he do this, and try to downplay, what we, consider having fun, So, Rose from Mississippi, and right now I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina with the NoAdvisory crew, having a great ass time.
Hey. So listen, it was hard to find information about you. I ain't gonna lie. You like a ghost. So tell us a little bit about you because, me and you had the opportunity to chop it up a little bit earlier before the show. Shout out to you, y'all. He helped me set up the banner. He a real one.
Hey.
Y'all asses was late. Not money, but y'all asses was late. And we chopped it up, and I looked at his Instagram page. We follow each other. It says songwriter in your bio. So what other talents do you have?
I'm a man of like many talents. Like I really try not to limit myself. I've even shot in some videos, done my own little podcast before. I engineer music. And it's like a long list. I try not to limit myself. So like I'm free to do like a lot of things, even if it comes to setting up a banner, So anything, I can't call it. Just a lot of shit.
Thanks. Okay.
What got you into the industry? Like, what made you hop into the music line?
Growing up, I was, I just always loved music. I just felt like music was really the drug before, motherfuckers started doing drugs. And, when I say drugs, I say marijuana.
It ain't no drug. It's natural. It's a herb.
But yeah, the music, like I always loved music and, started off in the choir, then, eventually to school, couldn't really do sports that much. So, did band and got to college. I went to 2 HBCUs. And like I say, it was just always the love for the music, the drums, harder the percussion, all the type of shit like that. But I will always write. It didn't matter, like, if I'm listening to instrumentals, because I got like a lot of colleagues that make beats and, things of that nature. That's probably one thing I don't do is make beats, but I got like an ear for it. I sit in with different, producers that make beats and, like music selection and stuff like that. But I've always been writing and, I just stay to it. Ain't y'all supposed to have some liquor, man? Ain't y'all supposed to have some liquor or something, man? I'm in here losing my breath and shit. I'm just cool.
We just gonna have to buy you a shot or something.
Hey, yeah, let me get a shot of something.
I'm so weak.
Yeah, we don't got nothing. That's why we gotta buy you a shot. We just gonna have to see you out and be like, oh, we owe you a shot. You want an edible?
Edible? Oh, shit. Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sober.
I'm good.
Should have stopped at the liquor store.
So, okay, HBCU alum in the house. I went to your rival, the better school. Shout out to North Carolina Central.
Eagle Pride.
I respect it.
Amplified.
I respect it. I tell most people, like, when most people meet people that go to school, they try to like treat you a certain way. And like I tell you, if you got the tools you need to not to go to school, then don't go to school. But like if you gonna fucking go to a HBCU, like real talk, go to a fucking HBCU. I can't really promise you anything, but I say the experience alone, just go for the experience.
I agree. As someone who went to both HBCU and PWI, it was different.
I never experienced HBCU besides visiting. I visited a lot. But not.
But I did have a question for you. So you're a songwriter. Okay. So do you prefer to be behind the scenes in regards to making music? Because I know that you were talking about, or rather not talking about your day job, which I totally understand. So do you think that kind of helps playing in the background for you to like advance and do actually what you want to do? Because, you're not the face of the music, but you're the heart of the music per se.
I just like the lane that I'm in. I get to do everything on my time, and I'm not really pressured, to be releasing music, all the time. Like it's like I'm like really going at my own pace. I want to say, like, I just dropped a project last week. I don't know how. I know I'm getting views, but I know it's just like, I ain't in no big discussions with Her Loss and, the 21 Savage comments about Nas and Nas just dropping a project. So I know I just released a project. For me, it's personal, because like I say, like last year I dropped a little EP, 6 songs. So to bounce back this year with this year's project, and it has 12 songs, it just shows that I've been working. Whether, nobody knows shit, 12 songs. If you ain't like writing papers in fucking school, to write a whole fucking song, hook, chorus, verse, all that shit, like, it's a process. And I'm glad to be able to say, hey, this year I did, 12 songs, not to mention features on other people's projects and stuff like that. But I'm fine with being behind the scenes. I'm fine with being in the front whenever it does get there, because, like I say, I'm enjoying the process of it all.
So, you from Mississippi?
Yes, ma'am.
Real South.
Yes, ma'am.
As some would say.
Yes, ma'am.
Chocolates?
Not at all. That is not real.
I was just about to say, is that real?
Right, I was like,
No.
like something.
No, they kind of, I ain't taking enough for them, but like some things they kind of like over exaggerated, in the show or whatever. But like, I fuck with the show, every aspect of it, but no, Chocolates isn't real. Jackson, Mississippi is real, but not Chocolates.
Oh, I would hope people would know Jackson.
Right.
That's the capital.
That's where Deion is.
Oh,
Deion Sanders out
I mean, yeah.
Out there showing his ass. Shout out to Deion Sanders, man. I'm loving what he doing for the SWAC right now. So keep doing what he doing. He get to coach his 2 sons. That shit lit.
Are you going to the Celebration Bowl?
Celebration Bowl or the Soul Bowl? Which one you talking about?
The Celebration Bowl. But I was being quiet because
Said
Sydney
what
had a
she
question.
I would love to go to Celebration Bowl. Actually, that's kind of like a part of the reason why I ended up in North Carolina. My undergraduate school I went to, Alcorn State University. We had ended up playing North Carolina A&T back in 2015, I believe. And I was a part of SGA back then, so like I was like the business manager. So like a lot of my colleagues was going out to like clubs and shit. And I was like, no, I'm gonna sit back and chill. I'm gonna, I'm gonna go to the pool. So I go to the pool, see some of NCAT cheerleaders in the pool, end up chopping it up with them. End up meeting, I don't know if you guys know this artist, Kiwi Sweet. She went to A&T, and her girls kind of like was telling me about A&T. So like after I had finished, after I graduated from Alcorn, it was just like, all right, what I'm gonna do next? I ain't going back to school right now, but I'm gonna take like a year off to try to like figure shit out. So when I did get a job in my industry, it relocated me up here, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check out A&T. Just so happened A&T had the program that I went for. They didn't have it where I didn't have to take like the GRE. So shit, I was like, well, in that case, shit, let me go here. Let me continue to progress or whatever. But I tell people all the time, like, if it wasn't for me meeting Kiwi Sweet, like I say, like, if y'all know her, she like killing shit. Like she got bars for fucking days. Oh my God, we got a video together and stuff like that. We working on some music, but meeting Kiwi Sweet definitely like opened my eyes up to like North Carolina, and hey, I don't think I'm going to the Celebration Bowl. If Jackson State win, or maybe I go, but it's just crazy because North Carolina A&T beat my undergraduate, but like to go back later to go to the actual school, now it's a win-win whenever we play each other. So like I think the last time I went was 2017, and they was like, "Who you rooting for, Alcorn or NCAT?" And I was like, "Shit, for me it's a win-win. It don't matter who win. Goddamn." Let me know if I'm answering y'all questions, because us Mississippi people, we can get to just fucking rambling, so please let me know.
So my question was, being from Mississippi and now living in North Carolina, what was like the biggest adjustment for you to make to live here, if that makes sense? Or like what was like the biggest shock about North Carolina that you was like, okay, this is different from Mississippi?
Man, I tell anybody, it really wasn't an adjustment. I just knew I had those resources, because in Mississippi, like I say, I don't have resources like platforms like this, so to be able, like I got friends back home, like they came to visit me one time, and it was like I probably took them to like a real studio, took them to see like a little small performance, and it was like this the first time they ever felt like a real artist, because like I say, we don't have these resources. So like if anything, it was just like, if you don't accomplish anything that you was trying to accomplish, before then, shit, you ain't doing shit. So like, coming from just SoundCloud releases to now music on major platforms to actual doing videos, having, the Greensboro, having the rallies, having Fayetteville, having, Charlotte for visuals and stuff like that. It's, it wasn't an adjustment. It was just about go and conquer all this shit, if possible, So like I say, me sitting here now, man, I'm forever fucking grateful, So hopefully we can do it again, at some point in time. But like, it wasn't an adjustment. I'm just here, to live life. Too much shit going on. Like y'all was talking about the show. Too much shit going on. So only thing I can do is live right now.
I love it. So let's talk about Rest Area. That's the EP.
Yes.
Currently out.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about the EP.
Rest Area, I dropped that last year around about December. It was like, I put it like this. When I first got up here, I lived in Fayetteville for like 3 years, and I had like a real like life experience. Like I say, I'm not from here, so like I moved here, no family, so every decision I made, I was by myself. I know some people still staying at home with their fucking parents, so for me to take this leap and move always out here and to survive 3 years in Fed, big shouts out to J. Cole, but like to survive 3 years out there, how, rough it is out there. I used to have a conversation with somebody, and I was just like, man, I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but, shit, I'm going to keep going, so shit, like Rest Area, like that project, the first song on there is called Faith, And faith is different. Like when anybody listen to my music, they say like, you know, it's some real shit. It's not nothing like no bang bang pow pow. It ain't none of that shit. It's all like real shit like motivational shit. Motherfuckers can play it when they go to the gym. Like, you know, I can perform this shit in front of a school because it's, you know, it's positive. It's not negative any type of way. But Rest Area was also that transition from just releasing on SoundCloud. So, you know, that's the best way I could put Rest Area. Just like that transition of like, hey, shit finna pop off. And like I say, a year later, I mean, I just dropped the project with 12 songs, so I'm getting somewhere.
Talk about that.
Benefit of the Doubt. That's the other project that I just dropped last week. Benefit of the Doubt. That project definitely, I feel like it could have been better. Not much better, but it could have been better. As far as like engineers, like I've worked with a lot of different engineers, and I feel like some could have been better than others. Not taking anything from them, but if y'all remember, I said I engineer myself, and when I would go to some studios, I could feel like, if y'all believe in, like, I guess the word institutionalized, like, depending on where you work at, you probably be some people that work there and they just stuck at this shit. Like, I think one of y'all said something about a lady that thinks she your boss, but y'all making the same fucking amount of money. So it's just like, how can you tell me to do anything? You've been doing this shit for 10 years, and I'm in here and I'm doing the same thing. Our paycheck's probably the exact fucking same. So, what the fuck was I saying? I just got down to start.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. So, basically, benefit of the doubt, like I say, me work with the other engineers, I just feel like, you know, like it could be like I pay for these hours and it's just like they just recorded me. They not like, you know, giving me their input, or like, you know, I like when I work with people, I want to, you know, like to really pick each other's brain. I want it to be an experience, not just pay me for these hours, stuff like that. I'm trying to build a bond that, you know, go along, you know, a long ass, you know, long road. But, you know, I just feel like it could be better in that sense, like with people I'm working with. But as far as like the music, oh my God, shout out to everybody that featured on it, to, you know, Big Nardo, to J Mac, these guys I met, you know, in college, my homeboy Tage, I met him working at Planet Fitness, you know, he forever got bars. He's at the point now where he's getting paid to write songs for people. I got another homeboy on there, Peso the Don, he's on Give 'em. He's from Memphis. And I think he's been like living in Mississippi for a while. But other than that, I mean, I called these guys, you know, they could have charged me, you know, for verses and shit like that. But it was just like, they was like, you know, they needed as well because they caught up making their own music. So to be able to work on somebody else's project, you know, it was like an honor. I had other people that I could have hit up, but, you know, like I said, it happened how it happened, you know. So I just hope, like, in the future, people that listen to this shit, like, they probably feel like they can sing this hook better than somebody else or some shit like that. Then later down the line, you know, shit, in the future, shit, get with me, shit. I like I say, I forever write. So, like, most of these hooks you gonna hear on, like, on this project, like, I wrote them. These people just came and sung them for me, you know, because I can't sing, you know. It's understood at this point. I know that shit. Like, I ain't singing unless I'm in the shower, but.
I mean, self-awareness is good.
Yeah. So, like, what I would do is I would record these rough drafts in my own little studio. So, like, I would record these rough drafts and I send it to him. I'd be like, hey, don't you send this shit to nobody. You take it. I'm going to send it to you open verse. You go lay the shit down and send it back to me. And, you know, that's how most of these songs are done. Like, me with these guys, we didn't get to record these, you know, songs in the studio together. Something, like I say, some in Dallas, some in Memphis. Tage in fucking Philadelphia. So, like, we haven't really embraced. So, like, if anything, in the near future, I would love to be able to get in the actual studio with people and embrace that feeling of being in the studio. If a song slap, that shit slap, we embracing that shit together versus us, you know, in a group me, you know, sending shit back and forth, listening to it and, you know, critiquing it that way. I like to actually be in the studio with them.
What's your favorite song? Oh, my bad.
No,
Go ahead.
No, that was literally my question, so go ahead.
I said, what's your favorite song on the project?
My favorite song on the project would definitely have to be Hours. It's not like that song, I like to sit with you for hours. No, it's not like that song. Hours is basically, if you ever been at a point in your life where you work all day and it's just like you want to do other shit, but you know we ain't got no more 24 hours. So it's just like, it's one of those songs where it's just like, you know, I wish I had more hours in the day to be able to, like, you know, do certain shit. You know, just the message in this track alone, like, leading up to me releasing this project, like when I was like putting together shows, I had a show in Virginia where I drove and shit, I had performed that song before I had like even released it. And, like, people was coming up to me like, hey man, when you gonna release this song? When you gonna release this track? I'm like, shit, I'm working on the project. I can't give you no definite date, but like this is one of the songs I plan on, you know, having on it. So Hours would definitely be my favorite track on them.
So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit.
Let's go.
All right, you can get high and write a song. What 3 artists would you choose to be on this song? And what would this song be called? And what would it be about?
Shit. All right, that's a great ass question. That's $1 million question right there. Let's switch shit up. All right, so if I'm high and I'm writing a song, 3 artists, I would have to go with Brent Faiyaz.
Strong
Can't really go wrong with Brent Faiyaz. You know, you gotta always have like shit that like motherfucker can smoke for hours. Like he just hit that one note and you probably like rewind that shit like 5 times just to hear that same note, you know, over and over again. So definitely Brent Faiyaz. I definitely write a Faiyaz hook for us, and it'll probably be about some toxic shit. Even though I ain't toxic, but
sorry to cut you off. All 3 artists on one song, not 3 separate songs.
Yeah. So Brent Faiyaz would definitely be the hook, you know, shit. I definitely have like the bars, of course, you know. I probably definitely do like the first verse. So like these last 2 artists probably definitely would have to be Future. I had to throw Future in there some type of fucking way.
The toxic
Pay that $100,000 or how much that fucking feature is, and just let him have his fucking way. It's probably gonna be like a 7-minute song, no lie, but it gonna definitely get played the whole song. So you got Brent Faiyaz on the hook, you got Future on verse 2, and then that third artist, Akeem Ali.
Different.
Akeem owed me a verse. And you know, in a type of situation like this, I want him to come talking that pimp shit at the end. Yeah. You know. So yeah.
Kind of a cool vibe though. I can see that.
So yeah. But what the song will be about, like I say, that's toxic altogether. You got Brent Faiyaz, you know, then you got Future. Y'all can't go wrong with Future. I mean, that's just mad toxic. You know, mad as toxic.
He the toxic king. Let's admit it.
Yeah. Then you had Akeem Ali coming in with these smooth punchlines, calling you a bitch every line. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Some different shit. Everybody, we all talking about shit that, you know, that people scared to say. So it's definitely gonna be like one of those tracks where just like, I wish I would have said that shit, but I can't say that shit. I gotta walk off camera just to smoke a blunt, type shit, you know. So like shit like that, yeah.
Okay.
Fucks with it.
So usually here at No Advisory, you know, most people ask you who your top 5. No, fuck that. Who your top 3 of all time?
Notorious B.I.G. Lil Wayne.
Okay.
And Drake.
Okay. Second question. Do you feel like somebody just recently said this? Actually, me and our CEO had a chance to sit down with Chris Gotti the other day and interview him.
I saw that.
And he said that the only person he felt like could go up against Jay-Z was Drake. How you feel about that? As far as catalog, hit for hit, radio songs, actual hits, not just stream songs, not club songs, like actual like hits.
I don't think that's true. I feel like Nas can definitely go up against Jay-Z.
Nas don't have, but see, this where y'all getting. Let me tell you.
He said Drake the only one, but Nas could definitely.
And we said that, but I'm gonna tell you what he said about Nas, and you go back and watch the interview, so you know I'm not lying. He said Nas has album hits. He doesn't have studio hits, if that makes sense. He don't have songs that you go hear in the club, you go hear out at a bar, you go somewhere, you hear the song. Nas has hits if you listen to his album.
I'm not gonna take anything from that guy. Much praise to him, Chris Gotti, everything, you know. But I feel like you say the same thing about Jay-Z, you know. So like you can't just mash Drake up against, you know, you can't just mash Drake up, you know. You know.
I mean, nah. Jay-Z got some features now.
You can put Ye up against Jay.
Ye might have already passed Jay-Z.
Yeah, and that's my point. It's other artists you can definitely put up against Jay. You know.
I definitely could go for a Jay-Z.
Because if you say this conversation was like last week, then there's like he just dropped KD3,
Wayne.
So you know that KD3 album definitely fire. Yeah, definitely Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just so interesting how like Drake seems to be like the benchmark for everything, like rap, pop, soul. Even I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not anti-Drake, but he does feel more like a pop artist to me versus a rapper.
He's modern day. He's a modern day Michael
Especially
Jackson.
since he's.
I'm not even gonna say that. I feel like he's an artist
Especially-
because he do any genre. He done did dance hall. He done did soul.
And some people feel
done
a way
did
about
pop.
that. Like maybe is it not like is it adjacent to cultural appropriation because he hops on a sound and a trendy sound that's usually not of his culture, and he rides that wave until he gets bored with it, like how some white artists do, like Miley Cyrus.
I mean,
Cough,
no shade,
cough.
but he Canadian. They don't got no culture up there. He don't know who the fuck he is.
Bingo.
He trying to figure out who the
does
fuck he
have-
is. No offense.
Mississippi.
His dad's from Memphis, and his
His
mother's
dad
Jewish.
is from Memphis.
And his
His
mother's
mom.
Jewish. That's
And his
culture.
mama Jewish.
That's culture.
And that nigga is Canadian. They don't got what name one historical thing that happened in Canada. Exactly.
No,
Drake
No
was
history.
born.
they have history.
Drake was born.
That's why Justin
I'm trying to
Bieber be
think of-
going crazy. He don't know who the hell he was either. He
Yeah,
had to find
history.
God to
They
figure out who
love
he
American
was.
culture though.
I'm trying to think of this black lady that was a former. She was an enslaved woman, and she made her way to Canada, and she became Canada's first black something. She was honored by being on their currency, but that's something profound. Just
Okay.
yeah.
She ain't from Canada though.
So we gonna
She
switch it
died
up.
there, and she lived there.
We really gonna switch it up. You thought they switched it up? Nah, we about to play a game now.
Oh shit.
So this game is called Lick It or Stick It.
You got to lick it before you stick it.
No, you gotta
got to
lick it
munch
or
it.
stick it.
Before you hunch it.
Lick it or stick it. So we're gonna give you two options. You have to say who you gonna lick and who you gonna stick. There is no, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna lick her. No, I ain't gonna do neither of them. You gotta choose one and one. We each gonna give you one. You ready?
Y'all playing it too?
Nah.
Oh, okay, let's go.
We the players.
Right. All right. So first one. This one I love doing this comparison. Tiana Taylor or Rihanna.
I lick Tiana Taylor and I stick Rihanna.
Okay. For sure. Shaggy.
Young and May.
Oh, y'all got accent.
Or Ellen.
Oh shit. Oh. God damn, I can't even see it. I hope y'all cut this part out of it.
Nah. This the clickbait right here.
I ain't gonna be no party pooper. Okay.
He chose Young Ma over Ellen. They gonna be like, what?
Y'all see the disgust in my face, right? Lick.
I'm sure they wouldn't be happy.
I thought you was gonna give me an option about this shit. But,
Yeah, I was like, you can skip it since
Nah,
you know.
it ain't no skipping in this game.
Benefit of the doubt on all platforms.
You know, obviously they're
Rose benefited.
two women that like women, so I'm sure the disgust is mutual. by
The game is
question.
lick it.
So
or stick it.
It ain't that
know,
serious.
we-
It's a game. You licking or you sticking Ellen? Or you licking or you sticking Young M.A.?
all right. Shit. Lick Ellen, and stick Young M.A. Because if you
Dallas,
lick
she
Young
think-
M.A., that's kind of like you know, she might put it, you know.
She might have a
name,
gooch.
You know,
She might have a gooch.
you know, yeah, that part, you know. So yeah.
She might untuck that motherfucker, start smacking you like that.
See, Ellen, I probably can get a little profit out of it, you know.
OnlyFans. I'm weak.
Well, y'all check that tape. I got an OnlyFans line in there too, you know. So
I'm
just point that out.
screaming.
Though.
You have an OnlyFans?
OnlyFans line, like a bar in there,
Oh.
making movies. Oh, I forgot his OnlyFans now. I probably lose some fans now.
Okay. I thought
That's that OnlyFans blue too.
Hey, yo,
You might be trying to tell us something.
Oh yeah, hey, shout out to my boy Justin. This is apparel. Like I said, I try to show love to everybody. You know, I know, and he, you know, this is his hoodie on the back. It's called Keep It Genuine KIG. We used to play 2K up in the room, and you know, he's always say KIG. And when I, you know, after we graduated, he got his line up and started. I was like, hey man, here, send him the bread. Not give it to me for free. Here, send my bread, pay my fee, send this shit to me. I'm gonna rock this shit anytime I can and try to promote it.
That's fire. Well, make sure you get a close up of that.
Yeah.
All right, Maniani, your turn.
I don't have one. I'm never good with these games.
Oh Damn, I thought we was over.
Right. See, yeah,
Nah,
that's
everybody. No, you ain't getting that. This. Everybody got to give you one. All right, Mookie.
You know what? I almost gave it. I'm so weak.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
This is no advisory.
That was an intrusive thought.
Tell
I
me.
almost let slip out. That's like that was almost way intrusive thought. I catch myself. Oh my god.
Don't worry, I'm still gonna recommend this to anybody that don't know about this podcast. Like I'm definitely recommending some people to come to this.
Lizzo or the girl from Precious?
Oh my god.
Why?
Y'all be trying to play Lizzo.
Why? They're both beautiful women. What's funny about that?
Nothing. I just said that.
Cause Shaggy over there weak.
You said what?
Cause Shaggy, you over there weak. What's so funny about that? Cause
I can't laugh.
I asked it, what's so funny? I ain't say you can't laugh. I said, what's funny?
Shit, trying to figure out which one I would rather lick or stick.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta make this shit quick. I be starting to taste this shit in my mouth when y'all ask me these questions. I gotta hurry to get it out. Stick, Precious, lick Lizzo. Okay, yeah.
That's better. I mean, not better, but
They're both beautiful women.
they are.
And one is happily married. Gabourey Sidibe.
When y'all look at this interview and be like, why my face scrunched up like
Yeah,
this?
Tyson.
Like,
Just know.
I can picture it.
Hey, now you was a good sport though. Some people don't be wanting to play. I'm glad you played. That was interesting.
Oh, that's what's up. So we finished, right?
Oprah Winfrey or Whoopi Goldberg?
God. What he said.
I'm gonna lick my way to the light.
No, I'm gonna stick Oprah. I'm gonna lick. No, I'm gonna lick Oprah. I'm gonna stick Whoopi. Oh my god.
Whoopi was a fox. What are y'all talking about? Did
She
y'all
was
see
in
her
her
in
younger
the
days.
man?
I'll stick
And
Whoopi.
Whoopi was pulling them like
Wanna
hot
take
end.
Oprah.
I'm like, I don't know how we
I
got
wanna
tricked
touch
into
Oprah,
thinking.
but Whoopi can get it.
Yeah, that was definitely switching up.
I'm weak. Okay, so back to the music. Next year, what can we expect from you?
I don't want to lie to y'all, but a project I've been itching to make is called Semesters. I keep putting it off because like I don't want to release this project and have doubts about anything. Nothing about the engineer, nothing about a video, nothing about features, anything. I really want to take my time with like this particular project called Semesters. Definitely want to like the messages I try to put behind like my music. Like I want people to be able to see it, and like I feel like every year is like semesters in life. Not just like semesters actually being on campus. Going through like school or whatever, but like semesters in life. Like I really want to like get the message across that I have in mind for that project. So next year, semesters and a couple joint projects. Shout out to my boy Carolina Red. We definitely working out with him. Y'all might end up getting a visit from him or however, but I met him down when I was staying in Fayetteville, and he was on Rest Area on a track called Decided. He's been doing the music thing for a good little while, but we was like, he pulled up on me probably like a couple months ago and worked in my studio where we had recorded some rough drafts, and we kind of like laid down a game plan to do a joint project. My homeboy Tage, that's featured on the same on this project, Benefit of the Doubt and Rest Area. We had like a bunch of tracks that we worked on before I moved away from Mississippi. So like before I moved away from Mississippi 6 years ago, it was like I had a lot of music, but I had to put it on hold because I was moving. I wasn't around like my original team, so it was just like a lot of stuff got put on the back hold. But me and Tage, we probably got like a joint project that we hopefully can complete next year as well. So like I'm hoping to try to like have a lot of music out where people at least know who Rose is. Like when they be like, oh shit, that's Rose. So like I would anticipate semesters of the joint project with Carolina Red and the joint project with Tage next year.
How do you get your names for your project?
It always, I can't really call it. It's really just like a feeling. I don't know. I don't want to say God speaking through me, but like it just be like ideas most times and not. But like after a while, when I like dissect like my projects, like I listen to my songs like 100 times. Like even rough drafts, like I listen to that shit like 100 times. Like motherfuckers probably like listen to my shit and be like, man, that shit fire. And I'd be listening for like one little thing, like if I slurred a word or some shit like that, like like I gotta fix that. So But when it comes to like coming up with names, like it's always premeditated. And like that song when you ask me what's my favorite song, it's Ours. And one of the lines is, you know, where I'm just like, I don't care if they don't relate to me, you know, this shit was premeditated like everything else, you know. So you know, most of this shit is just like premeditated over like a long periods of time.
Like that. So do you believe in everything is predestined, or do you gotta manifest?
Poem by Eleanor Roosevelt. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I've been saying that shit since I was in SGA. Like every fucking meeting, everything I go to, I start my speech off like that.
She was amazing.
Hey.
So question, since you're from Mississippi, you fuck with Crit?
Crit is. I just went to a Crit concert last year for day of my birthday. My shout out to my brother and my sister. They bought me like VIP tickets, so I actually got to shake hands with them and actually chop it up with them, make a big son and everything. You know, so like yeah, Crit, like definitely, you know.
You just made him jealous. He ain't never did that before. He ain't never went to a Crit concert.
Your hat is Big Crit.
Yeah, I got this at the concert. With, you know, with a lot of other things to that VIP package.
You just made Shaggy jealous. He ain't never been to a Crit concert. You're a big Crit fan, man.
You said you went for your birthday?
Yeah.
You a Scorpio?
No, I'm a Taurus.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I feel the vibe.
April or
Big
May?
bullshit.
April.
Okay.
Okay.
Stubborn. Bullheaded and stubborn.
So what's one piece of advice that you wish to leave with the people?
Man, just keep going. Like, you know, like my man said earlier, man, be cognitive of your surroundings, your team. Like, don't be scared to step out by yourself. Like I said, I could have probably not came to this interview because people that I wanted to come with me couldn't come or shit like that, you know, and miss out on the experience and such. So like, get, you know, familiar with going places by yourself. Get familiar with telling people no. You know, protect your energy at all costs. I mean, I can go on and on, but just keep living life, keep learning from it. As well as check out my project, Benefit of the Doubt, on all major platforms.
Hey, so how much time? Okay, we got like 2 minutes. So go ahead and tell the people where they could find you on social media, where they could stream all your music, and where they could watch any visuals that you have out.
First, big shout out to my boy Big Nardo. You can follow me on IG at Rose_Co1d, ROSE_CO1D. In my bio, I have my Linktree account set up, so like all my visuals will pop up, all my projects will pop up. You click on it. If you ain't got Apple Music, we got Spotify. You ain't got Spotify, we got Tidal. If you ain't got Tidal, we got YouTube. You know, like I say, my new project that dropped, Benefit of the Doubt, 12 songs, 38 minutes. Listen to it on your way to work. All I'm asking for is 38 minutes of your time, you know. Once you check that project out, like I say, follow me on my IG, Rose_Co1d. 38 minutes, you know. Enjoy the ride.
Make that Hours your song on Instagram. You can do that shit now like Facebook and like MySpace,
Like
nigga.
MySpace.
What a callback.
Okay? Listen, it's been a great episode. We put a lot of good information out. We had a great interview. Shout out to Rose in the building, all the way from Mississippi. Well, from Mississippi, not in Mississippi. And yeah, it's your girl Trap Seed.
It's your boy Shaggy, and in the smoke is where I'm free.
It's Money Honey.
And it's your boy Mookie, a mature rock star comedian of the world, not just the city,
but the world.
Let the jacket on them boys.
And we out.
Bang.